Hey guys, good afternoon. Cheers. It's a old fashioned, quite yummy. It is a relatively rainy, damp, and chilly day here in the Northeast. Thanks for joining in. Actually, this is the second take on this. The last time I didn't have the camera on. So hopefully this goes more smoothly. Welcome, Grandpa's Cabin Life, both on Instagram and YouTube. You guys, if you've been following, you know the drill. Everybody on Instagram and YouTube that have signed up, thank you so much. On Instagram, some of you may be bots, but hey, it's all good. Anyway, my book, A Cabin and 40 Acres, How to Find, Purchase, and Manage Your Own Land, by me, Mark Kralovich. So today we are going to cover chapter 3 of the book, which is how to find it, right? So again, we go through everything in much, much more detail in the book. This is really just touching very lightly on each of the chapters. So in chapter 3, how to find it, we talk about utilizing the power of the internet in your search for properties. We talk about using a realtor versus directly dealing with the property owners who are selling, and how to go about planning your property visits and really how to maximize the impact and the efficiency of those visits. So the power of the internet. There are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of websites that are available to help assist in the search for property. I'm only going to touch on a couple here. I cover probably a good dozen or so in the book. And really, when you go looking at the different websites, there is a wide range of what they cover. For instance, something like www.landandcamps.com basically is a more local website that looks at properties primarily in upstate New York with a little bit in Pennsylvania. And the opposite of that is www.landwatch.com, which lists properties throughout the United States. So whether you're looking for something in the Northeast or you're looking for something, say, out in Arizona or New Mexico, that would be a website where you could find property listings. And really, the internet can be used once you sort of have a rough idea about properties. You can look on Google Maps, you can look at online tax maps, so you can get an excellent idea before you ever get to a property. What the property itself looks like, what's surrounding the property, is there water on the property, what's the topography of the property. So you can really do a lot of research on those properties before you ever set physical foot on them. All right, so let's talk about something else. The question of working with a realtor versus working directly with a property owner. So working with a property owner, really it cuts down on, or it actually saves you the realtor commission. Many of the property owners you deal with may actually offer financing. However, and it's a big however, and I throw this out there, with property shopping without a realtor, and you're looking to work directly with the property owner, is you are going to have to do all the legwork that your realtor would otherwise do for you. Also, you don't have the same safety net that you would otherwise have with a realtor working for your benefit and basically having your back. So if you're looking to do it on your own, working directly with the property owner for the sale, really proceed with caution. In chapter 4 of the book, one of the things we talk about is getting or working with a real estate attorney. Definitely, if you're looking to work directly with the property owner and buying it directly from them, really make sure you have a very good attorney working for you to make sure that you don't run into any issues or trouble down the road. My preference is working with a realtor. Yes, you're paying the commission. I'm okay with that because I know they're going to do all the legwork that I really don't want to or know how to do. They're going to have your back if there's a problem with the seller at any point in the process. And you know what? I really just prefer being able to sleep peacefully at night knowing that I'm not going to have any problems with the sale process or after the sale is done because my realtor took care of everything for me and made sure everything was as it was supposed to be. All right, so planning your visit. This is, again, one of the fun parts of searching for property. Well, sometimes fun. You want to make sure before you head out that you have a pad and paper, that you have something to take pictures with and something to video with, whether it be your phone or a GoPro or whatever it is you have. It is hugely important to document every aspect of the property. Is it on a maintained road? Is there a roughed-in driveway or a roughed-in clearing? Is there timber on the property that you could potentially sell to offset some of the cost of the purchase itself or projects on the property? Walk the property, the full perimeter of the property, the interior of the property, taking pictures, video, and notes. This is all hugely important because believe me, if you spend a day or a couple of days looking at multiple properties, they all tend to blend together. Again, one property with a lot of trees starts to look like another property with a lot of trees. So it's really going to come down to your documentation so that you can really distinguish one property from the other. So please, 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 excellent notes, copious photographs, copious videos. You'll thank me later when you're sitting down and trying to figure everything out. Again, as I state here, it's going to become a blur if you don't have the documentation. Now, really what I recommend is if you're going out to look at properties, really maximize that effort. In my case, I really set it up over several weekends where I had multiple properties I would go out and look at. And I would basically set it up in almost a geographic semicircle so that I would hit, say, property 1, 2, 3, and 4 on day 1. I would stay over at a hotel that was geographically placed in the middle of the properties. And then, so that would be the Saturday, and then the Sunday, I would see the remaining, say, 3 or 4 properties, and then head back home from there. So it allowed me to see as much as I could possibly see. So it made my time, or used my time more efficiently. It used my realtor's time more efficiently. Now, keep in mind, one of the things, if you're looking at a property that has structures on it, say there's a cabin on it or there's a camper on it, for those you're going to need your realtor because the realtor is going to be able to get access or have the keys to get into those properties. So you're going to need the realtor. Whereas if you have undeveloped property where there's no structures and there's nothing to go into and look around, those you're going to end up doing on your own. Your realtor is going to set you up with directions how to get there. And they will let the seller's realtor know that someone's going to be looking at the property, but they're not going to go with you on those. They're only going to come with you if there is something you need to get access to. So that's something to think about. Yeah, but definitely you want to make it as efficient as possible. Again, we're all very busy between our kids and our jobs and spouses and everything else. So you really want to set it up so that you're getting the maximum bang for your effort. All right, so once you've looked at all the properties and you have all your notes, this is where you go back and look at your wish list that you created from the information you got from chapter 2 of the book. Again, you're going to take all the notes and pictures and videos, and with all the data that you collected from your site visits now matched up with your wish list, here's where you start to eliminate properties that really just don't match or just don't fit what you're looking for. Once you've narrowed that property list down, this is where you then go to work with your realtor, or if you're working directly with property owners, to ask additional questions to get some more information so that you can further trim down and narrow down your property search list. And then you can make the decision whether you want to make an offer or not. Again, that's something we'll go into in chapter 4 of the book and something that we'll touch base on in a future video. All right, so really that is a little synopsis of chapter 3 of the book. I encourage you to go out and get the copy of the book, A Cabin in 40 Acres, available through archwaypublishing.com, which is my publisher. They're an arm of Simon & Schuster, or Amazon, or wherever books are sold. It is available in both softcover and in an ebook. Again, visit Grandpa's Cabin Life on both Instagram and YouTube. Yeah, if anybody had asked me a year ago if I'd be making video content for the internet, I would have said you were nuts, but yet here we are. So again, Grandpa's Cabin Life on Instagram and YouTube. Come check it out, like it, subscribe to it. If you're on Instagram, follow me. Again, thanks very much for everybody who's already followed me on both Instagram and YouTube. I'm sure some of you on Instagram are probably bots, but hey, it's all cool. It's a number. So again, hey, we look forward to seeing you soon. We've got a lot going on as the weather gets nicer, and we're actually be able to up at the property working on projects. So a lot more content forthcoming. We're going to be really taking a look at a lot of the items that I use to make life a little more livable prior to the cabin being there. So there's going to be some really product reviews forthcoming. So again, thanks very much. Look forward to seeing you again on future videos. Again, Grandpa's Cabin Life. Hope you have a fantastic weekend and a fantastic week. More videos to come, so keep an eye out. There'll be posts on Instagram and then new videos on YouTube. All right, take care, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend.